The crown weighs heavy, but for King Charles III, the true burden is the rift between his sons. Once united, Princes William and Harry now stand worlds apart, anger and misunderstanding dividing them. This isn't just a family squabble, it's a crisis for the monarchy. Behind the palace's polished facade, tension simmers. Every gesture is scrutinized, every word dissected. Charles, at 76, is both father and monarch, roles now in conflict. His longing for family harmony clashes with the demands of the firm. William, the dutiful heir, feels betrayed by Harry's public criticisms. Harry, in California, believes he had to escape to protect his own family. The pain is immense, the wound unhealed. Charles stands powerless, watching his family fracture. The absence of the Sussexes leaves a void, laughter and camaraderie replaced by silence and suspicion. For Charles, this should be his moment of triumph. Instead, it's a time of personal grief. The monarchy's future rests on his shoulders, but his heart is broken. The feud overshadows every decision in the palace. The public sees unity, but the reality is a family in crisis. The easy days are gone, replaced by stony glares and transatlantic accusations. Charles cannot simply command peace. The tragedy is Shakespearean, two brothers bound by blood, now adversaries. The king's reign is defined not by ceremony but by sorrow. The laughter of the past is a distant memory. The monarchy's fate is entwined with the fate of this fractured family. And for Charles, the cost is heartbreak. King Charles misses the Harry of old, the son who made him laugh, the soldier who brought pride. He yearns to mend broken bonds before it's too late. He just wants his boys back. The king feels trapped between love for both sons and the demands of their destinies. The king's greatest wish is for reconciliation, but time is running out. When King Charles announced his cancer diagnosis, Harry flew to London without hesitation. Their meeting at Clarence House was brief, less than an hour, but deeply emotional. For a moment, the anger melted away. There was only a father and son facing crisis. Charles was moved by Harry's immediate response, proof that love remained beneath the bitterness. Harry, shaken by his father's vulnerability, saw the man behind the monarch. They didn't rehash old arguments, there was no time. This was a ceasefire, not a peace treaty. Yet it was a start, a glimmer of hope for reconciliation. Charles left with renewed hope, comforted by his son's presence. For Harry, the visit was a reminder of what had been lost. The relationship with William remained frozen. His place in the family was still undefined. The visit was personal, not institutional. It didn't solve the larger problem, but for Charles, it was a bittersweet taste of the unity he craves. The meeting showed that love endures, even in fractured families. The path to healing is uncertain, but not impossible. The king's health battle brought a moment of grace. The family's wounds remain, but hope flickers. For now the truce is fragile, the future depends on whether it can hold. While Charles's heart softened, William's remained hard. He was absent from the meeting with Harry, officially due to scheduling, but the truth was colder. William sees Harry's visit as a PR move, not an act of love. The trust is gone, shattered by Harry's memoir and interviews. William feels Harry attacked not just the monarchy, but Catherine. For William, this is unforgivable. His anger has cooled into resolve. Harry is now a threat to the crown's stability. William sees no middle ground. Harry chose to leave and criticize the institution. He feels duty-bound to protect the monarchy and his family. Any reconciliation without a full apology would weaken the monarchy. This stance puts him at odds with his father. Charles wants to heal. William wants to guard the future. The brothers, once united by loss, are now divided by principle. William mourns the loss of the only person who understood his life. The pain is deep and forgiveness feels impossible. The wall between them stands firm. Buckingham Palace's message is clear. There's no path back for Harry as a part-time royal. The late Queen's decree stands: service or freedom, not both. Charles and William are united. The monarchy cannot accommodate a hybrid model. Working royals must be dedicated, neutral, and above commercial interests. Harry's vision of a flexible role was seen as a threat to tradition. The palace fears blurring the lines would damage the monarchy's integrity. Charles is willing to welcome Harry privately, but not officially. The conditioned silence on royal matters. The Sussexes' hopes for compromise were dashed. The monarchy does not do half measures. The firm comes first, always. Personal wishes cannot jeopardize the institution. The door to a royal role is closed. Harry and Meghan's Nigeria trip was a triumph, but also a problem. They looked like royals, championing causes and drawing crowds. In London, the tour was seen as a challenge to the monarchy's authority. William saw it as proof of a shadow monarchy, the Sussexes using royal status for their own platform. The palace was unsettled by the optics non-working royals treated as official representatives. The Sussexes' charity work is inextricably linked to their royal identity. Every move is interpreted through the family feud. What they saw as charity, the palace saw as a rogue operation. The divide deepened, trust eroded further. The Sussexes' unpredictability is a problem for the monarchy. In royalty, predictability is everything. The rift only grows. Prince Harry stands firm. He doesn't see his actions as betrayal, but as necessity. He believes he had to protect his family, even if it meant breaking with the royals. Harry sees himself as a reformer, exposing uncomfortable truths. He feels he's started vital conversations about mental health and racism. For Harry, an apology would betray his own truth. William and the royals see this as narcissism, not courage. The two sides speak different languages. There's no common ground. Harry's words keep the wounds open, forcing the palace on the defensive. He's chosen his truth over family. The result, constant turmoil and ruined relationships. Harry stands by his choice, regardless of the cost. The divide is now personal and ideological. Reconciliation seems impossible. The consequences are lasting. The royal family is at an impasse, a kingdom of hurt. Charles dreams of unity, but sorrow clouds his reign. He fears the divisions may become permanent. William stands as a sentinel of duty, his anger protecting the crown. Reconciliation is impossible for him without true accountability. Across the ocean, Harry and Meghan see themselves as victims, liberated by exile. They continue their work, convinced of their cause, even at the cost of family. The stalemate is a cold war of silence and public statements. Three men, a father and two sons, locked in a tragic triangle. The path forward is uncertain, shrouded in fog. Charles's hope for peace remains a distant dream. He can lead a nation, but not command his sons' hearts. Healing the rift is his most difficult task. The monarchy's future and his legacy depend on it. The cost of division is heartbreak for both family and crown.